I'm Andrew Rothfield, the Director of Glenferrie Conveyancing. A common question asked of us, particularly by first home buyers, is what do we do as the conveyancer for buyers? And as we do a lot of things, the answer has 9 parts. Firstly, we can review your contract of sale before you sign it. In our review, we identify any special conditions in the proposed contract that are oppressive to you. We highlight any red flag issues in the vendor statement. We can also refer you to a buyer's advocate for assistance with negotiating with the vendor. Secondly, after you've signed the contract, we can assist you to nominate any required additional or substitute purchases. These are purchases that for some reason didn't sign the contract, but they need to be owners of the land. Thirdly, we seek agreement to any required variations to the contract. Examples of variations that are commonly sought include an extension to the loan approval date, balance of the deposit must be paid by, a postponement or a preponement of the settlement date, or the right to occupy the property before settlement under licence. Fourthly, we prepare the transfer of land document and the notice of acquisition in the electronic settlement workspace. Fifthly, we prepare the State Revenue Office online duties form, and after it is signed by the parties, we use the form for assessing the stamp duty payable at settlement. Sixthly, if applicable, we liaise with your bank or other home loan provider, assisting them to get ready for settlement. Seventh, in the lead up to settlement, we perform all the necessary property information searches for council and water rates, land tax and owners' corporation fees. These are called periodic outgoings. We use this information to prepare the statement of adjustments. This statement apportions the periodic outgoings between the seller and the buyer at settlement. The seller is responsible for the period up to and including the day of settlement, whilst the purchaser is responsible from the day of settlement. The statement also determines the adjusted balance payable to the vendor at settlement and ensures that any amounts owed by the vendor to authorities are paid in full at settlement, so you as the buyer do not inherit any debt. Eighthly, we can receive your contribution to settlement into our trust account. This is required if you're buying without a lender, or if you do not have a savings or offset account with your lender. And finally, after settlement, we send copies of the notice of acquisition to council, the water authority, and the owners' corporation manager if applicable. If the purchaser is a trustee, we also prepare and send a notice of trust acquisition to the land tax office. If you have any further questions about what we do for buyers, please contact us at Glenferrie Conveyancing.